What's going on, guys? John Elder here from codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to look at lists with KivyMD and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to look at lists. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with hundreds of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off memberships, all my courses, videos, and books. One-time fee is just $49, which is insanely cheap. So it is Cyber Monday. I don't have any particularly great Cyber Monday sales for today, but you can check out all my Udemy courses and get them at the cheapest price that I can offer them at. You go to johnelder.com/Udemy and you'll see a list of all those courses. Click on any of them. You'll get the coupon code automatically. Not much of a Cyber Monday sale, but best I could do on short notice. And there you go. Like I said, in this video, we're going to look at creating basic lists with Kivy. So you can see we've got these two items in a list. I just have two because I'm being lazy this morning because we just came back from a holiday, Thanksgiving holiday. If you click on one of them, you pressed item 2, you pressed item 1. We can do something, anything you want. Once we click on them, I'll show you how to do that. So that's what we're going to look at in this video. So let's head back over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you'll find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other Kivy videos, over 60, I think, so far. So check those out if you haven't so far. So we've got our basic Kivy starter code that we've always got. I'm calling it list.py and list.kv. So let's head over to our list.kv file, and I'm going to start out with a scroll view. All right. And then we want an MDList. So inside of here, we want to define the type of list item that we want. And there's basically three types. There's a OneLineListItem, a TwoLineListItem, and a ThreeLineListItem. And you'll never guess what each of those is. Basically, the list can be one item, 2 lines, or 3 lines. So we'll start out with 1 line items and go from there. So that's OneLineListItem. And inside of here, we can give it an ID, and we probably should. So I'm just going to call this one item 1. And then we can say text of whatever we want this list item to be. And I could say awesome list item number 1, whatever. And that's good. So let me just copy this guy, paste this in again. And this will be item 2, and same thing, item 2. So if we head over to our terminal and run this guy, Python list.py, we have a typo already. It is Monday after coming back from a holiday. Of course we have typos. So this is OneLineListItem. All right, same thing here. I'll tell you what. All right, so let's run this guy again. So we get awesome list item number 1 and awesome list item number 2. And just what we would expect it to be. Pretty simple. Now, when we click on these things, nothing happens. So we want to change this around a little bit so that something happens. So let's go on_release, as we always would. And let's just call app.presser. We don't have a function called presser yet, but we'll go ahead and create that. And I want to pass a couple of things in here. We want to know which item we're pressing, so I'll pass in self. And let's also pass in the ID. I mean, we probably don't have to, but this is just make it easier if we want to access that guy later on. So go ahead and copy this, paste it in here too. And this one will obviously be item 2 because that's what our ID is here. So, okay, let's create this presser function. Go ahead and save this file, head back over here. And inside of here, let's define presser, and we want to pass in self. Now, we're passing 2 things in, right? The self of the actual list item and this little bit of text here. So we need to account for those right here. So the first one I'm going to say, I don't know, let's call this pressed. And this one will be the list ID because, that's what we're getting, the ID here. So, okay, call these things anything you want. It really doesn't matter. So here we can do anything we want here. So let's say we just want to change the text of the list item itself. Now, normally when you click on one of these list items, you would do something. You would run some function to do something because you're picking an item from a list. Presumably you want to do something with that thing you picked. So, we're not going to get into that in this video because I have no idea what you might want to do with that. You'll do whatever you want. But just to do something here, we could change the text. So remember pressed, that's the first item we passed in, which was self. So that'll give us, all of this stuff. So we can call .text and we can set that equal to anything we want. So let's say, let's create an F string and let's say you pressed and then pass in our list ID. Okay, go ahead and save this, run it, see what that looks like. So awesome list item number 1, we press it, you pressed item 1. Awesome list item number 2, we press it, you pressed item 2. Now, obviously do anything you want with this. You know, you're probably not going to want to change the text in this in your list item. You'll do something else, like I said, but this shows you at least how to do anything you want with those items. So we could play around with this. Like I said, there are 3 of these things. There is the OneLineListItem, the TwoLineListItem, and the ThreeLineListItem. So let's look at these. So let's change this one to TwoLineListItem, and we'll do the same thing here. So here we can have 2 lines of text. And the second line of text for a 2-line-list-item is called secondary underscore text. And this, you know, we could say second line here, whatever. So if we save this and let's pop this one in over here too. Go ahead and save this and run it. And very excitingly, now our list items have 2 things in them, right? And when we click this, the same thing happens. Well, maybe we want the bottom line to change when we click on them. That makes a little more sense. So we can come back here and in our Python file, instead of setting .text, we would set .secondary underscore text. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this and run it, make sure that worked. So here now, instead of it saying second line, when we click this, it says you pressed item 1. Same thing here, just that easy. And again, we could also do a 3-line, right? This is just getting ridiculous, right? And here it's not secondary text, or it's not third text, it's tertiary text. Tertiary means 3, right? So here we could say third line, whatever. Same thing here, boom, boom, save this. And if we wanted to change that third line, when we click on something, instead of secondary text, we just change this to tertiary text. And hopefully I spelled that right. But it's Monday, you know, after a holiday. It's the worst kind of Monday. So here it says second line, third line. We click on one of these, the third line changes to you pressed item 1. And that's all there is to it. So those are basic KivyMD list, very useful, easy to do callbacks and have them do anything you want. And that's all there is to it. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. So get access to all my courses, over 47 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 150,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.